Alrighty, folks, we are back in it with another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello.
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 Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
We are unfortunately down our oblate, and if you've seen past episodes, we'll see what happens to about that. But the story goes on, and before the story goes on, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. As I just made everyone's camera disappear for 2 seconds. We're good. I was just moving stuff around on my screen. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this shit. So last time, with Louise catching up to the group, wandering into the mayhem of the armory of 1337 B12, and a light introduction to Malcolm from the Federation, you all were granted access to see Dalfarius in the archives, as the Madron fled away immediately, stating they did not want to go back. But heading into the archives, you were met with a more organized place of high-reaching shelves filled with files and tomes. At a desk here was an automaton of sorts, but more humanoid than most, although not quite as much as Aethel, still metallic all over. But it did share a certain sensibility. Speaking to this Dalfarius, he apologized for the confusion in which the Modron sent animated arms and armor against you, as he just meant that he was busy and to send you guys away. Telling him of the chaos of the lower levels, he excused himself to go and reorganize what was left down there and allowed you to browse the archives on your own, stating nothing can leave the room though. Now in the archives alone, you started searching for anything on Solar Dragons or Asner Productions, finding a good bit on Asner in the company, much less on the Solar Dragons, although it is rumored that one lives in the sun or a family. And while searching, you found a secret door, made quite a mess to open it. But it did lead to a storeroom of sorts. Smaller room with a couple of chests and an astrolabe and some covered furniture. One of the chests seemed appropriate for Aethel and his religion. So he tried to open it. It animated the security in the room, which was a mechanical arm that summoned several spectral hands to grasp and smash about as best they could. Having trouble with these strong arms, as the mechanical one summoned more, he started to focus on it, which eventually it was dispelled by Dr. Jellybean. Now with the security dealt with, you started popping open boxes, finding treasures and hidden things, and notably how to work the solar furnace for making star metal, finding some holy relics and a key as well. Started to head back down to discuss some things in detail with Dalfarius. And that's where we're going to pick up. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head directly down? Anything you would like to discuss? And actually, as you're thinking of discussing anything else, maybe leaving this storeroom, heading back into the archives, you would see Oblate just kind of start stretching out, hear a popping of his bones from the fight, and as he does, a few too many pops as vines burst out of him, creating a is that the right? Putrescent? That doesn't sound right.
Could be a thing.
A putrid stench. And you can turn around and he is absolutely covered. Like a vine statue of Oblate.
Not again.
Oh,
It's the third
no.
time. The third time.
It is happening quite frequently now.
Wait, so this has happened before?
Yeah,
More or less, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
This is
goodness.
the third time.
it's getting worse though, for sure.
Oblate, you need something new.
Okay.
We've already seen this one.
Is he going to be all right?
He has been so far miraculously snapped
He
out
does
of
come
it.
to every so often. Just takes a little while.
His viney statue turns to look at you, Malcolm, as you say, "Is he going to be all right?" And he shakes his head.
Oh God,
Don't
he's
listen to him.
cognizant in there.
Kind of.
We
don't
don't
know.
actually know.
He answered me. He just shook his head no.
Yeah,
It could
that's
be.
somebody else. It's
Yeah.
not really him. I talked to it last time. It said some scary things that I would rather not repeat. It was upsetting.
I agree with that.
And he
Yeah.
didn't remember the conversation, so it's likely that he's not aware of what's going on.
Mm-mm.
I
It's
feel
fine,
like
though.
you all
Don't worry
should be
about
much
it.
more alarmed about this than what you are.
We would
know-
be if it didn't happen all the time.
Right.
Fair.
Also, if it tried to kill us, we'd just kill it.
I'd hate to put my buddy down, but I would.
Interesting.
He's my
Malcolm's
best
gonna
friend.
produce a notebook that none of y'all have seen yet, and just just make note of this. Just he's been quietly taking notes of this entire
hey.
experience.
This is off the record, of course.
Of course. No one's names make it into my journal. I just
I see you're still writing.
yes. Pay no attention to it. It'll be fine. I promise.
Hey, maybe he's going to make you famous, Louise.
I don't think that's what he's writing. But
Names
we could
will
be optimistic.
changed to protect the parties. You know.
Of course.
Oh, like a journalist. I
Right.
see. Mm-hmm.
Of sorts.
Well, now that we have Oblate doing his thing and new guy doing his thing, what are we doing?
I thought our mission was clear. We shut down the machine with science, and so we can fly away from here and go save the president.
I'd
Would
like
not-
to talk to Dalfarius first.
While we disable the device.
Preferably before we disable anything.
Well, I mean, do we even know where the device is? Do we think it's under that grate that we saw in that main room? Maybe?
I think it's a good place to start. I can probably fit in there.
Wasn't the vent steaming? Or am I misremembering that?
No, I think
was
it
just
was.
smoking.
We'll smoke
you-
from down below.
Well,
Yeah.
Usually
Steam.
means there's something creating the smoke.
Right, that's what we have to disable, I'm pretty sure.
But you're going to jump down that pipe.
Well, I was thinking like crawl down the sides, not really jump in, but if you think that'd be a better idea.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, if it turns out to be like a giant furnace down there or something, you're just turning yourself into a halfling smoked barbecue.
Yeah, we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is climb a rope down, hopefully, and go investigate.
I'd hope that doesn't catch on fire while you're climbing.
That's true. And maybe take Dr. Jellybean with me because she knows science. And she's small.
I am small.
Both
I've
of
got
those
nimble
things are
fingers.
true.
Yep.
Ethel, to your point, it might be good to follow back up with Dalfarius, see if he has learned anything more about the state of affairs that first room was in. We seem to still not know what exactly is going on here with all of that.
You also want to ask him about this secret room.
I will leave that up to you.
Yeah, do you think he'll be mad if once he knows that we were in there?
I don't know. And to be honest, I'm not sure that I care.
I like that.
Fair enough.
All right. So you guys that like talking, do the talking thing, and we're going to go do the science thing.
Oh, so we're splitting up. We're gonna are they gonna distract Dalfarius while we go down the vent? Oh, that's a good idea.
Now you're following. And you're the smart one here.
I'm
Oh, what
definitely
could go
confused
wrong?
on where you're going then, since you like to talk so much.
That is quite true. You like to talk more than me, which is saying something.
But I get in a lot of trouble talking. So I think it's better I go on stealth mission this time.
Okay.
All right. You guys
Go
head
on.
head through the archives, which have been somewhat put back together as best they can. It's still kind of a mess, and will take probably hours, if not days, to reorganize properly. But it's all there. Nothing was broken. There's just all the books are there. You kind of put them in stacks nearby so that they are easier to put back in order. Oblate would head back through the portal, and you would see a puff of almost like spores in his place for a brief moment as he just straight up disappears through the portal.
Good
I
luck,
wonder if
Oblate.
he'll show back up.
Godspeed.
Heading back down to the armory portion, you note that there are actually a couple, hard to tell the difference between any of them, but there are a couple of monodrones, the spherical ones, seemingly picking up the pieces in here, organizing, maintaining.
Do they seem to be actually succeeding in that task?
Yeah. Absolutely. They one of them is collecting the armor bits while the other is collecting the weapon bits, and they're just kind of flying around the area on their task. Sometimes their eye wanders over to you as if like scanning for like weapons or armor that belong in this, but they don't say anything and they just go about their tasks. They're cleaning.
I'll just give a nod and continue. So that
Heading back.
So you were all attacked by a bunch of those things?
Yeah, the armors and weapons came to
Well,
life.
yeah, there were weapons too. They were like animated.
See a couple like broken crossbows and like bent swords and a broken flower pot on the ground.
Oh, hey, I got banged up pretty bad in these last couple things. Do one of you have one of your wonderful abilities? That would be great.
Oh, sure. Give me one moment here.
Could always take a short rest. Just throwing it out there. So at some point.
We could take a short rest actually, because he's been gone. We could have taken it in the storeroom.
yeah, but you got hurt after the storeroom.
Yeah.
Entirely your
After
call.
the storeroom.
You
We
could take a short rest in the main room. I don't care. These guys don't seem to care that you're even here
It's true.
in this room if you wanted to sit down for an hour.
May as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
That sounds great.
You guys sit around in the armory portion watching these two spherical creatures organize and clean, and they're being very meticulous about it. But that is all they are doing, not taking any note of you guys. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're taking this short rest? Or just patching up your wounds and in
Yeah, I'm
silence?
pretty beat up. You have to do each one.
Well, you have to click the however many diamonds you hit.
I
It'll-
got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are in the room that you have us in. We're back in.
Yeah,
this room.
yeah.
Currently.
Malcolm is going to just kind of poke around and see if there's any wayward keyholes for the key to be discovered.
Oh,
I'm just
for
gonna
the-
use one of my. Oh, sorry.
You're good. You got it.
I was just gonna say I'm just gonna use one of my channel divinities to heal myself since I get it back on a short rest anyway.
Smart. Looking around for a keyhole, I would say you don't see any. There's no... Looking on the desk, no keyholes in the drawers there. The doors, no keyholes there either. And on this machine, definitely not any sort of keyhole. And it's hard to tell what the machine actually does, but it seems to generate a lot of warmth. But
So,
Not gonna do that.
sorry. For a short rest, since I don't really have to patch myself up at all, can I inspiring leader and musician everybody?
yep.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right, so everybody gets advantage, and
Heroic inspiration.
then 6 plus my modifier, so 11 hit point or 10 hit points.
11 temp hit
Oh.
points.
And 11
Wow.
temp and advantage.
Nice.
Well, not
Everybody
it's not
except
advantage.
me.
Now it's just a reroll. Heroic inspiration, so you can reroll anything.
Oh, that.
Healing, damage, anything. It's just a straight up reroll.
All right. That
Do
is
the
something
10
to
points
know.
add to the 10 points I already had? 'Cause I still have
No,
5.
You get to
That- you
choose
get
which
the
one
you
you
get the
take.
bigger of the two.
I'll take the bigger of the 2.
It does not seem to want to roll my divine spark, so that might be something worth noting in the future.
Roger Dodger. I'll put it in my bug log.
Let's roll 4 plus my wisdom mod is 4, so I'll gain 8.
I'm gonna use arcane recovery to get some spell slots back.
Absolutely. And you can just manually choose whichever ones you get 1 3rd level, or a 2nd and a 1st, or 3 1st level.
Yeah.
And one last technical question.
Absolutely.
I have not used my telepathic link since I used it on Dr. Jellybean. Could I keep it on Dr. Jellybean or new
Sure,
person?
why not?
Okay.
Entirely your call.
So we have a
Smart choice.
telepathic link, Dr. Jellybean.
Oh, I know.
Oh, of course you know.
I
I've been
remember.
thinking at each other this whole time.
Yeah. I'm like, yep. We're doing it right now.
You didn't even say, you just had to think it.
Just let us know when you know. Tobias inevitably gets you into trouble.
I'll let you know when our rope catches on fire. Don't you worry.
I don't
do-
always get us in trouble.
This
right.
is a brain
in our
call.
head.
Sometimes so late.
Private.
That's great.
That was an A-B conversation. You see your way out of it.
I'm just sitting there smiling.
Patching yourselves up. Heading into the main room through the smaller door, you would find several more Modrons around. The duo drone who you had spoken to before is still there, and the other monodrones seem to be doing a much better job. There's a total of 3 monodrones in here, a quadrone, which is the cube-like individual kind of at the desk, organizing the papers, like grabbing different stacks and like reorganizing, throwing a bunch away. And you would also notice these almost like upside down pyramid-like creatures, 3-pointed pyramid-like creatures with spears at the ready standing by the doors, eyes on each of the pyramid heads, looking around. These, Aethel, you would know these as tri-drones, often for defenses.
Wow, it looks a lot more organized in here, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
It's
looks
getting
like they're
there.
working. Do we see?
Yeah, you would see Dalfarius, who's kind of like wandering around,
like, oh, he's right
just
here.
kind of waving his hand, kind of like doing mental math as he comes over to greet you as the teleportation kind of buzzes downstairs. And he just kind of eyes open a little more. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Have you become aware of your temple's surroundings?
We are undergoing some restructuring at this point in time. The doors are barred from anyone entering the premises, and obviously there's a lot of cleanup to do.
I have a few questions. Do you think you have time to answer them?
Everyone is on task. I do have a few moments.
You should have a discussion in your office.
I was about to say it might be a little bit more comfortable. It's kind of loud with the the picking up and the clanking going on back there.
Be a deception check.
Okay. $21.
Hey,
Anyone?
Very well. Everyone, as I said, is on task here. He kind of looks around. It would seem there is more at here than originally anticipated, or was recorded. You have my thanks for informing me of the chaos down here. Sure, we can join in my office. The archive.
Let's go then.
And he'll start going towards the archive.
Yep.
Is
After
just
you, my friend.
just Ethel and Louise going? Or is Malcolm going to?
Malcolm wants to go.
Alright.
I think I.
hear this
Oh,
conversation.
there we go.
Or is Louise,
No.
Ethel, and Malcolm going with Dalfarius? As he kind of has a metallic strut about him. Taking you back to his office. Oh, what happened here will take ages.
Some of my compatriots happened. I apologize.
It is nothing compared to the damage that is done elsewhere, I fear.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of
Do you
damage,
any idea what caused this? We have come to understand that this isn't the way that it should be. And obviously, from your quick exit previously when we mentioned it to you, and the look of concern seems to be something amiss.
Yes, something is obviously amiss. There is... had some dealings with a certain enterprise that sounded good, does not live up to its promises.
would that enterprise be known as Asner Productions?
That would be the one.
We've had some less than stellar reviews given to us recently. Speaking of them, is there a reason you're hiding a bunch of their stuff in a secret room over there?
As he goes, he's like starting to organize as he's listening. Looks towards it. What secret room?
The
Let's
one
come
right-
over here and try and open it again.
I was about to say, did it close behind us before?
No.
Or is it closed now?
No.
right there.
This room?
He looks where you're pointing. At the bookcase. And there is no bookcase there.
No. And I'll start like pushing Ethel through the door frame.
I was talking. We were talking about this door frame, where we just.
And he kind of like twitches for a moment. And pauses. Oh, how are we going to clean all this up? Dastardly.
Ethel?
When you look here, can you tell me exactly what you see?
Those are the bookcases for files 3782.
When was the last time you used any file from 3782?
There's been no point to use them. I'd say since our first coming here. Establishing. Mostly old records.
Would you grab one for me?
Certainly. What would interest you?
How about you said they were mostly regarding the founding of the temple?
Yes.
How about that?
Very well. I will start at the beginning, and he goes to a point where the secret door is and puts his hand right up to where if there was a bookshelf there, that he would be grabbing perfectly on it, and pulls out nothing. And like he's holding a tome. Hands it out. This should help you.
I don't think he's in on it.
I agree.
In on what? I was here at the founding.
How long ago was that again?
4 years and 72 days. It would say right there, as he kind of gestures to the book. Yes.
Oh, yes. I see that, right, Ethel?
I don't. You're not holding anything.
Well, this is important work for the histories.
All right, go reset, and I wave my hand through the book.
I want Ethel and Louise to give me a persuasion check.
Sure. We're just both rolling.
Yeah. Because you
Okay.
both have done the similar things.
21.
This man just cannot miss.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. I believe
You
that's
can
how I
you
have to
can
do it
choose
now.
to you can choose to do it afterwards.
Can I now? I couldn't remember if it got changed or not. Then I'll just roll and see if I get lucky.
Yeah.
Not amazing. I could roll better. Yeah,
Wait,
we'll use
didn't-
inspiration.
Didn't Louise give us advantage, or was that just for attack?
That's not advantage. He gave you heroic inspiration.
So sorry.
You're good. Which is a reroll, if you'd like.
Wah.
Mm,
Which is worse.
It is worse. In fact, it happens. No big deal.
I don't understand how you are doing that. Are you a magician?
Arguably.
Yes. Oh, come on. Aww. All right, well, you deal with him. I'm done trying to get through to his thick metal skull.
You said you had more questions. I'm glad the Federation is here to assist. I'm looking to Malcolm.
Of course, always.
Perhaps... Perhaps we should form some sort of alliance with the Federation. It was discussed before our founding here that the President didn't want to be a part of the Federation.
The
Indeed.
president of the mill
Yes.
or Asner Productions.
Oh, the mill.
And that president's name is...
President.
I know it, I'm just testing him. I don't... He's under a lot of stress, it seems.
Theodel Rustbelt.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, he would say Theodore Rustbelt.
okay.
He would kind of glitch for a moment. Oh, Theodore Rustbelt.
Well, The Federation has certainly always appreciated the amicable ties that we have had here. I'm sure becoming a member would be something that would be enjoyed by both parties.
Wonderful. Perhaps you could speak to the president about this as well.
Do you know where we might find him?
I believe he is staying in the mill. Spends a lot of time with Asner Productions, unfortunately. But that is where the power lies in the system. Where power is where law can be upheld.
Or abused.
Or abused. This is true. I have been finding many rulings in certain parties' favors.
How frequently do you communicate with the president?
Not very. Usually just sendings here and there. Missives. Laws being handed down.
And when was the last time you spoke to them?
I don't have much direct contact. I mostly have contact with the judge.
The judge's name?
Lockheed.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, that would be above my station to question that.
Has anything happened recently that you think might have changed the president's mind or outlook on joining the Federation?
A recent missive from... I'll kind of point to his desk. About a new law, where if something happened to the president, Asner Productions would take over control of the entire system.
That seems quite serious.
It is.
More of a last will and testament, more so than a law.
I was about to send word. Of course, it would take several days. And I fear something might happen before then. There's nothing I can do about it.
Why do you say that?
That there's nothing I can do about it?
No, that something will happen before then.
I have seen these type of happenings before.
And when was this law supposed to be effective?
2 days ago.
Malcolm would just kind of mumble. Might be too late. The sundial said that it would take a week to reach the center of the sun. Mill.
But that was through non-flying, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, and you would turn back to Delpharius.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what prevents flight in this area?
There's a mechanism in the basement. I believe it is a backwards converted spelljamming helm, utilizing one of the old engines of the trains.
Any reason for it? What is the reason behind not allowing flight?
The law was about equality. If one can't fly, no one can. Seemed reasonable.
Of course, if nobody has freedom, why should anybody have freedom?
One person lacks the ability. Out of thing, Lockheed, was that the name of the locksmith that we met?
It was.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I'm 99% sure, but that's on my other sheet and haven't pulled it up.
It was.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Is that like I'm curious. Is that like a common name or is it the same guy?
we'll find out, maybe. Who knows?
Can I do the segue here as I just like telepathy into Dr. Jellybean? So
What's going on with you guys?
the president is definitely going to be assassinated if he hasn't already, and you're definitely headed in the right direction to deactivate the flight thingy.
Got it. Hey, Tobias, Luis said the president's in danger and it's in the basement.
Oh, excellent. Because I'm tying
So,
my rope.
so as you're tying a rope around, as none of the Modrons
Hold
are
on.
kind of looking around at you.
Let me test the let me study the smoke first to know
Sure.
if there's any poisonous, noxious fumes coming out of here that we should be worried about.
Absolutely. Give me
That makes
a
sense.
Arcana check. No, give me a nature check. Poisonous fumes.
Nature.
With a 20. Giving it a sniff. It kind of reminds you of like some residual, just arcane effects. It's not toxic, but usually from a source of great arcane power.
I'll tell Tobias that. It's not dangerous though, but it's pretty like high magic of whatever's happening down there.
Would say
It's a byproduct of that.
it does have potential for miscasting around it.
Oh no! I better be careful.
Okay. Well, the rope's all tied. Come on. Sneak on.
Is it hot? Is it like warm?
It is
air
not
coming
warm.
out? Okay.
All right.
It's quite cool.
I'm going to squeeze
Pretty
through the grate
cool.
and start climbing down the rope.
All right.
Quietly.
As you
I'm
start,
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for him to go down a little bit and be like, tell me if it's clear, and then I'll come down too.
fair enough. Got something in my throat there for a second. So I'm probably going to cough again. I'll try to mute myself if it happens. But as you're starting to climb down this shaft, it goes down about 30 or so feet. This just straight shaft. Sorry. Sorry. So, you go straight down the shaft, and you would be on top of the smoke just billowing out. Give me a perception check to see what you see.
That's fair.
Wonder if it's dark down there.
It is dark down there. There is a subtle source of light that you would easily see. A low red glow in the center of this large space, but everything is... No, the stream's not stuck. Just for you. As everything seems to be your vision is clouded, and it is dark down here.
I'll go.
Oh, I guess that's my cue. I'll start climbing down. Quietly.
Okay. Is Tobias being quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will need a stealth check from both of you.
That's fair.
$12 and a 19. Not bad. As you start climbing down, again, like 30 feet down, and none of the Modrons seem to even care that you're climbing in there. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, the two Tri-drones are just looking outward from the door, like they're just facing a blocked door. But, heading down here, you would see the same thing. About 30 feet down there, it seems like there's a drop to some metal a little bit. Maybe 10 feet down from where you're at now. And where the steam, or this magic residual is coming from.
I can't see Dr. Jellybean.
Of course not. I don't think I have light. Yeah, I guess I'm taking the lead on this one.
You don't. Have
You do see a low red glow in the center, like next to a pillar in the center of this room. Hard to make out the details till you get at least further down, because you're right in that smoke is just billowing right up into your faces here.
Mm-hmm.
How
How
do you
long did
proceed?
that pop rock last?
It would be gone by now. It lasts for I think 10 minutes. You took a short rest.
Yeah, no, it's definitely gone.
Yeah, hold on to my backpack. I'll lead the way.
As you like scramble over him to be first down the rope.
Yeah.
Okay, I grab hold of her backpack. I got you.
You scramble down onto this platform. It kind of shifts a little bit. It's not a platform at all. You're actually on what looks to be the top part of like a train engine type thing with turbines kind of spinning, not making any noise. Just kind of spinning, noiseless, if you will. And getting down a little further. This thing has been broken apart. You'd see a chain kind of wrapped into it from the floor. Actually not too far away as you kind of get past the smoke. You would see some sort of control panel in the center of the room. Looks like piles of junk pushed into some corners around. But at this control panel, you would see a dwarf. Red-bearded, scruffy, dusty face. As you would have come from above this large
Okay.
train thing.
My time goes follow me.
Sure. This dwarf doesn't seem to notice you.
Okay, that was gonna be my question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Tobias can't see the dwarf. Is it just me who can see him, or is it
Tobias
kinda-
can vaguely make out that there's a figure there.
Okay. All right. Gonna look at Tobias and like point to the dwarf and be like,
I don't want to kill him unless we have to.
should we talk to him first?
I like that idea better.
I have an idea. You just have to go with it, though.
Okay.
You have to go with it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to adjust my coat and wipe all the dirt off of myself and kind of like gain some composure and stand up straight. And I'm gonna march over towards the dwarf.
All right.
Standing
Kind of.
very
You'd have
tall.
to. You are about probably 10 feet up from the floor here,
Oh,
because you're on top, or probably like 15 feet. So you'd have to like slide down the train engine.
like on my butt, like we.
Yeah, I don't, or climb down. I don't know.
Okay. Whatever the quickest way is.
After she does that, I'm gonna.
Give me another
down.
stealth check.
Tumble down.
As you start slowly creeping down.
Come on, Dr. Jellybean.
Not terrible.
With a 12, not terrible, but you're no longer covered by smoke, which is why he couldn't see you previously. But with a 12, as you kind of make your final landing... Hi, what are you doing down here?
Hello, how do you do? Dr. Jellybean reporting from the Bureau of Official Business. I'm here to tell me your name?
Alex?
Hello, Alex. I'm here directly from Asner Productions to ensure
Oh,
the maintenance of this contraption you've got here.
great. Yeah, it's going good. I was hoping they'd send me some relief soon. Been down here forever.
No, I'm not relief. I'm just checking up on the progress. You got any reports I can look at?
Give me a deception check.
I'm gonna switch with my time ghost and have it come down. No, that's me.
The relief?
Oh, good. Well, I guess you got the small
Wait.
hands.
Can I use my
You can.
my inspiration?
You can. That's what it's for.
Again.
Don't mess it up.
It looks like it made you roll twice anyway.
Oh, did I?
Oh, it did.
Oh,
So that 16 would have been first.
all right.
I'll keep that. If you want to
Okay.
keep that.
I only saw the 6.
Yeah,
Me
I only
too.
saw the 6 at first too.
Yeah.
I just happened to look up and I was like, wait, that's not a 12.
Fair enough. With a 16. Oh, good. Yeah, it's been some time. Everything's tip top. Well, I mean, it's still running.
Do you have any logs we could look at to, show the last time things were inspected, or I don't know, a tune-up was performed?
No tune-ups performed. I'm just here to make sure it's running and the thing keeps feeding. Didn't have any logs or anything. I'm not trying to complain, but it's been kind of shite work for the, money.
Yeah, we're not paid very well at all, are we? No.
No, the last job was so much better. My mates, I was telling them I was going to get this, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't do it. And I was like, yeah, but it's easy. You just got to go one place and you're there. But, it's always there.
How long you been here now, Alex?
About 6 months. I don't know what happened to the last guy. It was empty when I got here, so.
You got a family, Alex?
No.
Uh,
That's why I was okay with taking the job.
I'm sure you get pretty lonely though, don't you?
Oh, it's the worst, and I mean, there's some company every now and then, but it's not talkative,
Well, I think that my partner here,
Yeah, boss.
he's a technician, and
Oh,
I was told to come down here, check it out, and if everything was on the up and up, that my partner here would take over for you.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, then you know more about it than I would. All I know is you just feed the thing, and it just goes.
Right. I'm gonna pull out like my notebook and be like, you feed it. I don't have that written down here. What do you feed it?
Give me a persuasion check. $13. Yeah, I mean, you will. Look, the scrap pile behind you. You just gotta feed it the right bit of scrap. Sometimes you feed it the wrong scrap and it gets a little mad, but you just put it right in the furnace under there. You push this button, lifts it up, and you just tuck it in. A lot of the
Okay,
stuff's
then
useless
that's the
here,
best.
though. It doesn't discern what's useful and what's not.
You got all that, Technician 453?
I got it, boss.
Excellent.
Oh, they've really gone up on the numbers. Oh,
Wow.
72.
A lot of turnover, with the low pay.
Yeah, I miss my job at the docks near the... Well... I don't want to get into it. There was a whole fiasco about shipment going missing and never arrived at the mill, and I was part of that crew, and, well, it's the only job I could get.
Oh, you were fired?
No, transferred.
Well, you did the best you could, I'm sure. Look at you did a great job here.
Yeah, am I getting fired, or do I got to report back?
Oh, no, I don't. Let me, all I know is that you were supposed to, report to your supervisor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, back at the mill.
Yeah, and await, further instruction.
Alright, now?
I mean,
Right.
the technician is here, you can gather your personal belongings, like,
Am
if
I
you need a
getting paid
moment
for
or
the
two.
travel? Oh, that's like 6 days out there. Reimbursing for...
reimburse-
Okay, alright.
They'll reimburse you when you get there. Don't worry.
You're gonna have to
Alright.
fill out a mileage form.
Yeah, you just fill out your mileage,
Well, yeah.
10 cents for every mile, and you hand that you got to get that form notarized, and then you hand it to your supervisor, and they'll run it the proper channels, of course.
Gotcha. Alright, you don't need me around to show new guy how it works, right?
I've never done it, so I would love that. I
Oh
I
yeah,
know
you
they
just
say
press
that,
that
yeah.
button there. It opens up the furnace. You gotta pick the right stuff out of there. It's hard to tell what the right stuff is from the piles, but I find the shinier the better. Find it organized it between the wood. Don't use any of that shite, and all the metallic stuff over there. Most of that stuff's okay.
So, for my notes,
Yeah.
tell me what happens if you put the wood in.
Oh, it doesn't like it. The collector thing gets a little cranky.
Does it stop working or something?
No, it keeps working.
Oh, I see. Oh,
No, I'll be honest, I forgot the emergency shut-off code. Well, I mean, not the US, but, it's...
I mean, what if there's a situation where it has to be shut off?
Well, the valve's right around, and he kind of turns to, like, the other side of the thing. The valve's right there, and... something to do with... He kind of, like, looks really confused. Yeah, well, you know all about it.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I do not. I'm from the Bureau of Official Business. I haven't been trained. And Alex, I hate to inform you, but if you can't give us the specifics, I might have to let your supervisor know. Could be a
Give
demerit
me
for you.
another...
Intimidation.
I'm gonna say give me an intimidation. I'll say the DC's pretty low, because you got him going good so
Gone
far.
along with it so far.
Mm-hmm.
Because the conversation's totally like he's getting fired.
With a 3.
You still have inspiration, right?
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Alright. Using that inspiration...
Yeah, probably could do better than 2. That's a
With
lot
this,
better.
with a 16. Yeah, All right. Yeah. So the valve you don't want to press until after you shut off the engine and the vessel. I wasn't very well trained in this myself, but kind of goes to the back of it. The door's kind of broken, but the pad's in there.
You turn off the engine and then you open the valve,
Yeah.
and then you have to know the code that you don't remember.
Yeah.
Can you have any clue? This is for safety protocols.
It
Very important.
has something to do with the name of this what's the name of this place we're at?
L337 B12.
B12.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Please. Oh, I stopped writing notes.
No, it's definitely it.
Right,
It's
no.
it. It's L337. Yeah,
No, it's not an L. It's a 1.
Oh, well, he said
Isn't it
L.
What?
What?
You don't know it at all.
Yeah,
No,
what
it
one
was a
L?
trick
It looks like an L on the pad. I think. Please don't write me up.
Anything else you'd like to tell us, Alex?
Oh, I was told never to shut it off anyways. They said, you're not going to need to know this. I said, okay, not my problem then. They said it could cost, end up dead. Or I didn't want all that.
Technician, are there any other questions you'd like to ask Alex before he's dismissed back to his supervisor?
No, I think I got it.
Alright, please, is there any way we could sort this out? Or don't write me up.
Well,
I know I don't have a family, but never will at this rate.
you let them know when you get there that Dr. Jones dismissed you. Okay?
Dismissed as in, like, fired? You
No,
can't, are you firing me?
No, I'm not firing you. No, I mean like that's me. That's my name that I came in here and I told you that you were being reassigned.
Oh, okay, okay, alright, yeah, we'll do
Tell me it
that.
was Dr. Jones, and they'll know what to do.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
All right. Well, Alex, thank you for your help and your service, and good luck in your next endeavors. Okay?
Alright,
The best of luck.
guess I'll hitch a ride from someone at Wheatworm.
Do I have any? Hold on. Let me check and see if I have any money. Now I feel bad for this guy that I'm.
I mean, he's not broke.
He's not gonna have a family because of you.
He's not going to be able to raise children.
His family that doesn't exist is going to starve.
Well, you gotta have good prospects.
Their theoretical blood is on your hands.
I know. I'll hand him a gold, and I say, well, maybe this, can help you get on your way.
Oh, yeah, that'll buy a pint or two.
Yeah, boss, I was supposed to get some gold too.
I got gold for you later, okay?
I'm just holding out my hand.
Later. All right, first we gotta get you settled in to your new quarters.
Alright, I guess I'll shove off then.
All right, safe travels to you, Alex.
And he goes across the way. You see him kind of disappear into the darkness behind one of the piles.
Dr. Jellybean. I have a really good feeling about this.
Oh my god. We're gonna get blown up. He doesn't know the code. He doesn't know the shut-off code.
Hey, so it's L337B12.
No, not an L. There's no L. Stop saying L. We're definitely gonna get blown up. Okay. All right. We can do this.
We got this. Rub my hands together. All right.
I'm
Sweet
gonna
six.
hold on, let me tell Louise what's going on. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna send him a little message, be like, oh, brother, okay, there was a guy down here. Very
Oh,
nice fella.
Tobias didn't kill him, did he?
No, I pretended to be somebody from the Bureau of Official Business, and I
Oh.
told him to go find his supervisor, so he's on his way back to the mill. He doesn't know the shut-off code. He thinks it's 1337B12, but he kept saying L instead of 1. I don't know. He said we could get blown up. I don't know.
He didn't say
Oh.
blow
Anyway, we're
up,
gonna
but
give it
yeah.
a try.
So Tobias is not touching anything right now, is he?
Not yet.
As
Not
you
yet.
look over as he says that, what's Tobias
He's
touching?
like-
Tobias is looking at this little panel thing here. Huh.
He said we gotta turn off the engine first and then open the valve. And then we put in the code.
Oh, well, Aethel is still chatting up his little, I don't know, religion buddy. Maybe we could have him try and get set code?
If you can work it into conversation, that would be great.
Oh, this will take some gunning. From Aethel.
Just snoop around, one of the two. I don't know.
Okay. Well, Aethel's on the other side of the room. Perhaps our new friend might be able to help us here.
We'll be down here. We're down in it. So, just let me know.
Okay. I'll let you know. Aha.
We're out.
Real quick, what are Dr. Jellybean and Tobias doing in this moment? Just standing, waiting? Or...
I'm going to... Hey, Tobias, put hands in your pockets right now.
Hands in pockets. I'm going to look over at the shut off. And...
Hey, you see this lever just shut off up.
Okay, lever. And
Yeah, I'm
then...
going to be looking at stuff, too.
What are you looking at?
The stuff,
Look at the scrap. Oh, I wonder if they put anything good in the scrap. If we gotta wait, we might as well dig. I'm gonna start digging for the scrap.
Yeah, we can go look at the scrap.
Okay.
Is anything magical in here?
Give me 10 minutes and I'll let you know. I want to ritually cast detect.
So ritually casting detect magic before you go look at the scrap.
And I'm gonna sort it in nice, neat little piles.
You're sorting the scrap?
Mm-hmm. By stuff that looks good.
All right. As you approach the scrap pile, in the dark, you would notice something rustling within. Give me an investigation check.
Uh-huh.
$18.
Pretty good.
So looking through, it's all scrap, but as you start uncovering pieces and trying to figure out where things go, I think you see something nice and shiny. It looks like a sword. Perfectly formed. Like it's not broken, bent, dinged. Then you realize it's attached to something. Oh, there's another sword. And another sword. And another sword. All attached to this kind of cylindrical, large-shaped thing, and that is where the rustling is coming from. As the
Grab Dr.
swords
Jellybean.
kind of lightly move every now and then.
Okay, I'm just gonna take Dr. Jellybean and put my arm, and we're gonna slowly walk backwards.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I know. Keep walking. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it while she's doing that.
Okay.
Get her behind me. Get her behind me a little bit.
Like, just give me a minute. God.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
Okay.
With the guys upstairs.
So our friends in the other room found the device that would need to bring us to the mill, but they need a code. I don't suppose you know how to find out about the code, or if maybe you could work with Aethel to get it out of our friend over here.
I mean, he seems to have been pretty forthcoming with information thus far. Do we just ask him for it?
I mean, so here's the thing. If we ask him, he's not going to like freak out and turn into like a killer robot on us, is he?
I mean, just show him the freaking bookcase on the wall again. That seemed to like fry his circuits or something.
That is true. Right, well, how about this? You and Aethel try and talk to him, and I'll try and search his desk while you keep him preoccupied.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Dalfarius,
Yes.
you were mentioning the device in the basement.
Yes.
Is there a way to shut this device down? It seems that your goals of perhaps saving the president or at least investigating a bit further this law that came to pass that you had questions about, we might be able to travel faster if this device was not active. Is there a protocol for that?
And if there is, do you know it?
Kind of like, as he's still organizing the books, trying to put them on the shelf. There would be a protocol. If greater lives are in danger, then any law can be lifted. Why do you ask?
Well, it is the belief of the Federation that perhaps exactly that is the case. What if greater lives were in danger? You've spoken yourself of the unfortunate result of the deal with Asner Productions, with whom the president has been frequenting, spending time with.
No
Surely
major
you
loss
could
of
say-
life so far.
Not so far, but what if we don't do anything to... My dog is about to freak out. I hear him in the background. What if we don't do anything to prevent an unfortunate accident befalling the president?
What sort of accident?
Some kind
I'm
of
a-
deadly one.
Yeah.
The president would
Kinda
just be
one
one
that-
life. I don't know if that would warrant anything drastic. As shutting down a machine that affects the whole system.
Yes, understandable. But do you think that the system would benefit from having Asner Productions in charge?
Possibly.
Really? I thought you were unhappy with the way that the deal had gone with them.
My happiness
Imagine that
does
on a
not
grander
matter.
scale.
Mostly the law would matter most. Unless the law does not benefit all those under it.
Well, the law, as you stated it to us regarding flying in this system, seems to only benefit those that can't, not those that can. How is that beneficial to all?
This is true. I believe it was also having to do with security of the state.
Convenient you left that out. Security of the state in so much as how?
Protecting the sun. And the mill.
And does the sun and the mill seem to be functioning as normal?
To my knowledge, but I am also not privy to what exactly goes on there. Great technologies. Certainly.
Has anyone observed the sun becoming smaller, perchance?
I don't think I've seen it. It's always on the horizon. Of course, I don't leave my office very often. We used to have a device, an astrolabe, that could present the shape of the system.
You still do. It's in there.
Yes, drawings of it are in the original structure. And he kind of
Yeah,
points to
that's-
like what he thinks is a book.
That's not what we talked.
The astrolabe look heavy.
I was thinking the same thing.
What happens if you show it to him?
His head explodes.
Circuits fried.
It looked like it would be like a 2 or 3 person job. But meanwhile, I think Louise is wanting to search the desk. Right?
Yeah, as long as they're keeping him
Yeah.
distracted.
Louise, give me an investigation check.
We'll just fry his brain. No big deal. I need to figure out some way to undo this mind blank he's
Well-
doing.
With a 12, you don't notice anything about shutting off this device for anti-spell jamming, unfortunately.
Rats.
It's like every
Um,
time you like think you're looking at something and like look over and Delpharius's eyes might wander and it kind of prevents you from looking too hard. But he's pretty distracted.
Just imagining Louis do the inconspicuous whistle.
Nothing to see here.
Yes. What is everyone talking about over here?
And he'll look at Malcolm and just be like,
An astrolabe that was used to have.
Oh, you mean the one that's in there?
Yes, as I told your friends, there is a drawing of one in one of the books.
Oh, right.
I believe it's in volume 42.
Do we have a way to possibly remove the spell that's on him? This is me asking these two.
I thought only Dr. Jellybean knew how to dispel things.
Not just her.
Ethel, are you holding out on us?
I've never had to use it before.
Well, I mean, I feel like, the circumstances do give way to a feat of those means.
Well, I can try.
I
But
think you might be the best suited.
if anything really bad happens afterwards, I'm not bringing anybody back.
Oh. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. When does anything ever bad happen to us?
Never.
Statistically, about 43.27% of the time.
Never tell me the odds, first of all, Ethel.
That's high.
That was a percentage, it wasn't an odd.
Well, it's probability and stats, and listen, Ethel. We're fine. Just do your thing.
Okay. I'm going to try and cast a spell magic on this guy. He's been cast. Something's been cast on him.
Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah. Well, yeah, on him. I'm trying to decide if it should be him or it should be the wall, but we don't see the thing. And we didn't see the thing before when we were in here. We
Yeah.
didn't see a fake. So I just like.
Would it be magic, or would he have just been like reprogrammed?
The magic effects
Okay.
What if you end up
automatons
killing
as
him?
well.
Well, that would be unfortunate, but you know.
Dispel magic, he just shuts down.
But I'm pretty sure he's like an actual creature, so he shouldn't die from that.
Give me a wisdom
Even
check.
if he's like a construct style creature. Alright, here, let me click the thing though and say that I did it. And then, oh no, I clicked the wrong one. I'm not casting Spirit Guardians.
The entire place
just
just
the-
blows up.
Interesting choice.
It's just the one right above it.
Mm-hmm.
And you said wisdom, just a wisdom check,
Yep.
so no proficiency.
An ability check using your spellcasting ability.
I feel like that's pretty good.
I feel like that's pretty good. With a 20, a soft whir blows over, and you just hear this kind of like reorganization of his joints for a very brief moment. Oh. I'm sorry. I now understand what you were saying earlier.
Oh, good.
Yes, the
Maybe we're on the same
astrolabe
page now.
wasn't here. Is it in
I mean,
storage?
that door's still open.
Yes, is it in storage there?
Yes, we saw it.
Yep. You see the room now?
I see the door to it, yes. Oh, this changes so much.
What
And
does it
would make
change
perfect
in great
sense.
detail.
Would make sense.
Asner has the ability to alter memories and alter states of mind. Mine being one that was apparently toyed with. I had a meeting with him some years ago. I thought we just lost the room.
So
I
you
would
mean
have
Jonathan Asner himself? has
yes.
this ability.
Interesting.
Quite
When
cunning.
was your meeting with him?
4 years ago.
Wow.
I believe...
By the way,
Yes.
you don't happen to know the code to shut off the light thing down in the basement, do you?
Unless it was changed. 1337.
Write down a Dr. Jellybean. Unless it was changed. 1337.
All right, so we gotta type in unless it was changed. 1337.
I'm sorry, as you were saying, something about Asner, messing with your mind and stuff.
More particularly, I believe he's utilizing Lockheed to do so.
I wasn't here for that, right?
And he's the same kind of person as you, correct?
Approximate. Greater quality in build, but
I believe we've met him before.
they
So
are
Asner-
unique.
Go ahead. Asner has the ability, but is utilizing Lockheed how? How exactly?
Lockheed is the one that has the ability. Asner is the one utilizing him.
Gotcha. So taking advantage of.
Yes.
Against Lockheed's will? Do you know?
Possibly. This I do not know. Lockheed was at the meeting. But this would allow me to initiate a protocol where I am in charge of 1337 entirely. and the laws thereof within.
Which would.
What is your
impact
reason
the
for
doors to the
wanting?
basement?
What is your reason for wanting to shut off the travel restrictions?
Well, you mentioned that the president could be assassinated, yes?
It is a theory, not a
We
guarantee.
would like to prevent that if possible. Don't you think that warrants the
Shutting off of this device.
I will get the files permitted for shutting it off. Although, I will need a second to... And kind of looks to Aethel. To sign off on it.
Oh, you mean a second?
Yes.
Sure.
Not in time. It will take me no time at all. Yes, you can shut it off. I will get the papers drawn up immediately.
Do you mind if we have them do that while you're getting them ready?
That would make perfect sense, as he kind of stops what he's doing and goes over and starts writing. That would be efficient.
Agreed.
Wait, I'm gonna message Louise, be like, also the guy said it could be dangerous if we shut it off. I don't know.
What do you mean dangerous?
The guy said something about we could blow up maybe if it got shut off.
There's no danger around turning the machine off, is there?
I don't have the schematics for the device. I believe they
It's
were
not
in
in any of these.
Asner's possession. No.
He does not know.
As he doesn't even look up at you, he's still just writing. Pretty much like writing a warrant.
I'm gonna thumbs up Tobias.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, if something
We
bad
all-
happens, Aethel cannot save you.
Out of
You know, afterlife things.
curiosity,
I'm gonna continue to thumbs up Tobias. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start turning off the machine, and then
Wait, did Louise to give us the go ahead? I'm just thumbs up. I'm just like
Going into
Good
the train compartment.
I mean, he's signing the paperwork for us to turn off the machine anyway, so go right ahead. And
Alright.
Dalfarius,
Good
just a
luck.
question: is there like a shutdown procedure time-wise, or is it just immediate?
I am uncertain as to the device's nature, or like full formatting.
Okay.
Tobias is going in the train hatch.
Mhm.
all right, yeah. So we gotta turn off the engine.
As
in the-
Tobias goes to open the door to the train, that rustling you heard explodes as the pile of scrap just goes flying all over the place as that creature within, with all of those blades attached to it, quickly whirs to life. And we're gonna roll some initiative. But as we do, we're gonna go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break here. A little later, but we're gonna take our little 5-10 minute break as Tobias and Dr. Jellybean alone trigger whatever's down here. So
Swiss Army knife man.
Uh-oh.
essentially. But yeah, stick around, folks.
A mechanical whirling dervish.
We'll be back here in a
Oh,
little
boy.
bit.
dangerous.
Oh no.
That's
So-
so cool.
That is
That
an
is so
angry
cool.
golden snitch.
That is a lot of blades.
Yeah.
How big is it? That's the question. 'cause if it's
It's
medium, not
about
bad.
7-8 feet wide, just the coin part of it. But
Jesus.
yeah, so we're gonna take our little 5-10 minute break here, folks. Stick around. We'll be back in a few.
See
You
you
sure,
soon.
like-
Done.
See ya. That's a bit.
Alrighty, folks. We are back in it, and last we left off with Dr. Jellybean and Tobias alone in this dark space where trying to shut off the anti-spell jamming machine. As Tobias opened the hatch to the interior of the engine, a pile of junk erupted as this large cylindrical automaton animated, swords whirling around as it just kind of starts spinning towards you guys. Meanwhile, Malcolm, Louise, and Aethel are up having a conversation with Dalfarius. We have rolled initiative. And this creature is up first. And we're going to go with doing more of that raving energy. Because why not? As the creature goes first, it whirs around, spinning junk and refuse all around. It spins all the way over, leaping over the chains towards Tobias, landing right next to him, and slashes out with two of its arm blades just kind of whirring in a constant rotation. Getting a 24 and a 27 to hit.
I mean, I'll go ahead and make it roll one of those. Give it disadvantage.
With
lucky.
Okay. And that's my fault for going so quickly, but you gotta call it out before I call it out.
Oh.
So I'll just do a reroll. Getting a 12 with one of its attacks.
Okay.
As you take 21 points of slashing damage.
Ouch, okay. Alright.
As it just kind of grinds into the side of that broken down train vessel. And it's going to end its turn there. Taking us to your turn, Tobias. Or actually, oh man, everyone rolled bad. Okay, I was just looking at like, wait, who are we missing on the initiative here? No, everyone just rolled really bad. Tobias, what are you doing?
Like it's outside the door, right?
I would say it grinded into the door, shutting it, whirring against you.
Got you. Okay, so I am going to switch places with my time ghost.
Actually, at the start of your turn, you take 4 points of slashing damage. As it's just whirring around, just these sparks flying.
Okay. Bonus action. Switch places with my time ghost.
Okay.
I want to grab Dr. Jellybean. I can't move with her, can I?
She is your size, so your movement would be halved.
So that'd be...
Climbing up to that train is like a 15-foot climb, and then you're 40 feet up to the next level.
Right. I can get her there, though. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Grab Dr. Jellybean. That'll be my action, won't it?
What is your action?
Grabbing her would be action. Would be my action.
Depending on what you're doing with her.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is attack the creature with my time ghost.
Okay.
Then I'm going to grab her and run her as close as I can to the edge, basically.
To the edge of what?
So basically it's 5, 10. So it'd only get her to like one space for me here.
So that is 15 feet up.
Right. She'll have to climb, but I've got her right to the edge. So
you're just trying to pull her up to the side here?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Why not?
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take my attacks.
All right, take your first attack. 14 is going to be a miss.
Okay. Second.
As it attacks it,
oh no.
I will need a strength saving throw.
Okay.
as it attempts to throw you off kilter. Does
Okay.
not. You succeed.
18 from the second one.
No, you got an 18 on your strength saving throw. You did a 23.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Which does hit.
Okay. Go ahead and give you that damage from the Sunsaw.
Okay. It will take force damage. Right? Is that force damage from the Sunsaw? No, it's radiant.
Yes.
Okay.
Radiant.
It will take 10 points of damage.
That's good.
It's stun damage.
Yeah. Sunsaw. It's in the name.
Okay, then that will take it to my offhand attack. I didn't.
12 is going to be a miss.
Oh, what is going on? So sorry. Okay, so that's.
Oh, you
action
rolled.
bonus
Oh, you rolled
action.
damage. 18 will just hit. I see. I see
Okay.
what you did there. You rolled damage instead.
For
The
9
scimitar.
damage. Yeah, 9 damage. Ignore the magenta Sunsaw.
Well, no, just
and
roll
then-
Just roll damage again. I'm not keeping previous rolls.
Okay. Turn off the Sunsaw and voila. Okay, at that point,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 8 points of
Okay.
damage.
all right. Now
It doesn't seem to affect it that much.
that's fair. At that point, I am going to. I need to get Dr. Jellybean up there. Okay, so can I help her climb like halfway? I know my
Nope.
movement speed would be. No.
That would be an action.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use action surge,
Okay.
and I'm trying.
Action surge to try and give her the help action for climbing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and basically like push her up so on her turn she can run for it. And that's it. That's everything I've got.
Which Malcolm, at the moment, you're unawares. Aethel, you're unawares. Louise is unawares. That will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
Climb, Doctor, climb.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna like climb and also be like, Louise, quick question. You know anything about the sword monster down here?
What is
'Cause we
Tobias
got one.
doing?
No, we got a sword monster. It's bad. It's real scary. It's coming after us. Does the guy know about it?
What's this about a sword monster? And I'll say that aloud as I'm kind of thinking it back to you.
It's monster. And
And he would just, oh, the old security system. Quite indestructible.
Was this about being indestructible now? I am at a loss. What is going on? They're being chased by some sort of sword monster? It's a security measure?
Oh. They're as good as dead.
Not good, not good.
we need help. We need help right away.
Dr. Jellybean, what are you doing?
Right away. Okay. Message Louise. Check. Oh God. I don't know if I can.
Tobias is giving you the help action to climb, so I'm not gonna have you roll
I'm
on.
climbing.
All right,
I'm
you
climbing.
climb up. You do not need to roll an athletics to climb that. As you climb up to the top of this train engine, feeling the vibrations
fine.
beneath.
That's my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And oh jeez, this is horrible.
Mhm.
How big is it?
It's about 7 feet.
So it's medium sized.
Yeah, it is me. No, it's 7 feet, but its swords are stretching out, so it's a large size
Large.
creature.
Quotations large.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make it smaller.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
As you try and press your tablet as quick as you can, magic whirs around. Roll me a d20.
I remember them saying that magic works weird, so we're gonna see what happens.
All right, the spell goes off without a hitch, but as it whirs across this mechanism, this creature, it doesn't seem to affect it.
Ah!
As you're quickly finding out, its form can't be changed.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
God, it's immutable.
Construct.
Most constructs.
shot.
Yeah, most constructs.
Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
No, that'll be
All right.
That's it.
That will take us to the construct. It'll slash out once at Tobias's.
Impose disadvantage.
Okay. Getting an 11.
Misses.
It will then move over
Damn it.
to Tobias.
Can I use lucky twice in a turn?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a reaction.
Nope. I'm gonna give it disadvantage again.
Okay. I don't know. Look it up. Tell me if it's a reaction.
Well, let
I'm
me find my
looking
book.
at it right now. No, you just
Getting a 12 to hit
disadvantage. Cool.
as it skids around away from you up towards the top of the train.
Damn it.
Taking us to your turn, Tobias.
It's blocking the hallway.
It's not a hallway, it's a tube that's 10 feet above the train and that goes 30 feet up. It's a 40-foot
And
drop.
And it's right there.
Yeah. Starting to tear up the rope.
Yeah. How tough does that door look, real quick, where my time ghost is?
Pretty tough. You just reached for it. You didn't even get a chance to open it. And it got slammed into by this gear keeper.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is go over and open the door.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. How many rerolls does this guy got? With a 23, as you rush over to the door, you know it's got to be now or never. You rip it off, and it's barely hanging on, but it was just kind of smashed in place. You can see inside. It's dark, so actually you can't see inside.
That's fine. I'm gonna. Okay, that's for my item interaction. I'm going. Can I ready an item interaction?
No,
Like, can I ready to shut the door? Like, yell,
the
Dr. Jellybean,
door
get
broke off. It was not even on its hinges. It was kind of smashed in place.
How wide is this?
The door, maybe 7 feet tall by it's a standard door size.
So okay, so smaller than what this thing can slash and whirl in, and it's.
I
10
think
feet.
so, maybe.
Dr. Jellybean, get in here now! And I'm gonna take a step back. Not my time ghost. Me. I'm gonna take a step back. And can I move further back?
That would be the chain. It would be difficult terrain to climb on top of it.
That's fine.
You absolutely can.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the time ghost there, and I'm gonna Dr. Jellybean, get in here! Get in here now!
I'm up here!
Doesn't matter. Get over here now. I don't care how.
Malcolm, hearing there's trouble, what do you do? If anything.
Who am I hearing that there's trouble from?
Louise said something about an indestructible sword creature.
Oh, that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would further question Dalfarius if there's a way to shut it down.
You got 6 seconds.
Is there a way to shut it off?
I suppose destroying it could be possible. Dismantling it.
How?
Piece by piece.
We need to move. And I would go ahead and start heading towards the exit.
Are you using an action to dash? I'll say you guys are like around the table here.
So from where we are at,
20
if
20
I had-
feet this will be 25 feet to get you here.
map changed. Where am I at now? Okay.
But if you take the dash action, I'll say you can get to here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the dash, and just if I have any seconds left before I leave, I would just yell, "Shut it off," and then run out of the room.
All right. Aethel Malcolm went running.
You know of no way to disarm or deactivate the Guardian.
It was quite impervious to most normal harms. Quite immune to several things that other constructs are also immune to, as well as fire.
Understood.
And that'll be all
I'm
that he
going
can
to
say.
Run, yeah. I'm like, and I'm running after him.
All right.
I will dash as well.
Okay, get you into the room where all the Modrons are just kind of going about their business. You hear loud crashing from below, and you would see a rope tied into the vent.
And then I'm just gonna do it now. I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my Holy Radiance.
Okay.
And
The
basically grow my
wings.
wings.
Yeah. Well, you can just fly down.
Yes, on next turn.
All right.
True.
Louise. Or, well, anything else for Aethel, sorry.
No, that's all my ability type, so.
Watching Malcolm and Aethel just like launch out the door, he's just going to turn back to Mercules, I believe. Right. Giant sword swinging impervious thing ready to kill us. What could go wrong? And he'll dash out the door.
Okay. Getting in line. Seeing the grate below kind of lightly opened. And a rope dangling down.
Ready, gentlemen? I'll pull off my loot and do my mantle of inspiration here to give everybody a reaction to move more.
All right.
Yeah, I'll spend my reaction to move.
And let's see if I can get more than 11 points of temp.
As essentially Malcolm, so you can use your movement to move if you want.
You can also gain 6 temp HP instead of 11 if you
As
grab.
Aethel goes flying
I
down.
think I'm good on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the 11 for now.
Does that help
And
us?
No, you have to
No.
be...
You have to be able to see him.
Yeah.
I think it's just hear me and...
I would say you
30
can't hear him right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear shit. You scrap people right now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And Malcolm, so I will remind you, you do have a special
glide.
ability to glide.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. I just found it.
Lied.
As he, not only is he
He's a
part
flying
orangutan,
monkey.
he's also part flying squirrel.
Okay.
The best parts.
But
of
as Aethel and Malcolm start diving down into this, seeing the smoke below, but as it starts to getting closer to something, you can see this large mechanical whirring going on towards the end of the rope, just shredding up the bottom of the rope there. So, Aethel, what's your fly speed? Your movement speed? 30?
Yeah, it's just my normal move.
So you would be on the ceiling here, 10 feet up. And Malcolm, essentially you've got 10 more feet of movement you can move. And you're still 30 feet up from the floor, so you can theoretically move 30 more feet elsewhere. And Aethel,
Norman.
this thing
Oh,
is like
I got
right
it,
above you. Yeah, as you're gliding down through this tube, there's 10 feet until you get to the top of that train there. That's covered by smoke. And there is, but you're still 30 feet above the floor, so you can still glide 30 feet elsewhere if you'd like.
Is there anywhere else within that range that is an advantageous position, like height-wise? Or is it just like the top of the train floor?
Well, it depends on if you want to be close to this thing or not.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't want to be close to that thing.
I would say this is the highest thing in the room.
That is okay. I will head to the floor.
Put yourself where you want, within 30 feet.
That is this lit area that I can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dark in
30
here.
feet of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Louise get to move with this? All
I
right.
don't believe I do. So
Just-
I'm just hanging out with all the.
The Modrons that are just kind of
Yeah.
like going about their business, just cleaning and organizing. The Duodron still just kind of sitting there with the book open, ready to answer
Played an
questions.
awesome crescendo, and I'm out of breath, and I'm just like looking at them do work.
And look,
Which will take us to Dr. Jellybean.
All right, so Tobias told me to get down there, right?
After
He's
you
over
just
here.
climbed up.
Mm-hmm.
You pushed me up here. All right. How far away is that? Shame. All right. Well, that's difficult terrain, right?
I think he's wanting you to get in the train.
Oh,
Yes.
get in there.
He can't fit
All
in
right.
there.
Well, you think
Get in
it
there.
it can fit.
We'll
Creatures
say
of,
right now,
creatures
big fit.
creatures of one size larger than a space can fit in the space, having their speed.
Then it'll have disadvantage at least.
Will it?
if it has to squeeze.
It does.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
I
thinking
will.
it's
Still has like
It's
plus
15,
a lot to hit.
15 feet up, right? That I'm at right now.
Yep.
I'll climb down.
That'll take all of your movement to climb down.
Great. And then from there, can I see it from where I am there?
Yep, you see it whirring around on the top, sparks flying all over the place.
All right, I'm going to gonna press a little little button on my tablet, and I'm going to cast magic missile at it.
Okay.
We'll see if that works.
Interesting, it didn't even add the +1 to it.
What?
Do it
Let me
again.
roll. Let me roll from a different. No, I'm rolling from my. Let me roll from the combat. Hold on. Magic missile.
Yeah, it's just not adding the 1, which is easy to do. So you got a 2 and a 4, and a 2.
2.
2.
It will take
You're good with
8
the
points of damage. As it does, a spear kind of appears out its side and just launches towards you.
Uh-huh.
Rolled really bad. Got an 11 to hit. As a spear
hit.
launches on the ground towards you. Large spear.
Did it seem like the magic missile was like effective?
It definitely did hurt it.
Okay.
Which will take us to it. Whirring around. It is going to first. And I'm switching over. A little faster. As it whirs around, it's going to leap down to Dr. Jellybean. Shoot out a blade just kind of whirring around you. Getting a 12 to hit, it's rolling horrible right now. As it whirs into you, it kind of skids off the ground, sparks kind of flying at your feet, and then it whirs over here and slashes at Tobias's Time Ghost. Getting a 21 to hit.
Goodbye, Time Ghost.
As Time Ghost disappears. And as it's whirring there, Tobias, at the start of your turn, you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Yep. Okay, I am going to, because it's right in front of me.
Just kind of, does a little does a donut right there in spaces. Sparks and swords just kind of slashing about and starts to look like it's about to climb up the chain.
Alright, well, I'm tired of not being able to see. I know it's right there. I can see part of it, but I guess
It's dark.
bonus action create a time ghost behind it.
Okay. It wouldn't be behind, it'd be next to it, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And I'm going to make the attacks from the time ghost.
Okay.
First attack.
20 will hit. As you're slashing out at it, it just kind of skids around. I will need a strength saving throw.
Okay.
But a 20 will hit, so go ahead and roll damage. 19, you are good. As it's just
Okay,
kind of
so-
shaking everything around, just trying to throw you off balance.
11.
It will take 11 as your sword whirs. How many more do you have?
That's 1, 2, 3 I've used so far.
Okay. I remember last time you were saying you only had like 2 or something left.
Right, but you apparently get it back on a short rest.
You do not get it back on short rest.
That's what it says.
That's just in the character sheet. I didn't change it. I'll change it later. So you would be at 0 then.
I will be at 0 then. Gotcha. I'll just go ahead and knock those out then. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and knock that off.
Which is my fault. I didn't put it in the character sheet. You weren't able to alter it previously, but I can now.
I'm going to activate my necklace to hit armor class 18.
18 will hit. Dealing 11 points. Actually, it's going to use its metal melt. As it looks like you're about to hit it, you would see this thing start to warm up and glow as it melts part of its own carapace, or it's the metal bits around it, hardening it. But as it does, it shoots off this heat. I will need a dexterity save, or no, constitution save from Tobias and the Time Ghost. And it will cause the 20 or the 18 to miss.
Ooh, so Tobias is going to take some damage, and then here goes the time ghost. Jeez, okay.
You would each take... Actually, you didn't put that in there like that. Not bad. 5 points of fire damage. As it hardens.
That doesn't...
It looked like it also hurt itself in the process.
Well, time ghost is popped, and I'm going to take my offhand attack with my... Centaur... I don't know why I rolled damage first. Sorry about that.
You're good.
25.
25 will hit. And it doesn't seem to do too much to it.
Right. I'm going to... Because I can't disengage, I'm going to stand my ground in this little narrow place.
Alright. That'll take us to Malcolm. Just seeing this whirring wheel of swords. What's Malcolm doing?
I'm not wearing pants, right?
No.
He takes his pants
You
off.
got a fursuit. The first thing before every fight, you gotta take your pants off.
Gotta take my pants off.
It's
just
just
in case.
that's why his picture doesn't have pants, because he's always about to fight.
Because I'm always ready to fight.
Yeah.
I'm always ready to throw down.
Learn something new.
Man, I don't see shit.
What was that? Trailer Park Boys? Ricky? What was it? Ricky? What was his name? Always had to take his shirt off before he got into a fight.
Yeah, I think that was.
So long ago. Anyways.
Sounds right.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, I can make that thing out, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's dark in here.
It is. It is.
It's just barely. And you don't have dark vision.
I was gonna say, not used to playing a character without dark vision anymore. All right. Let's do, because none of the fun stuff that I was thinking about works on construct, works on humanoid things. So let's just go ahead and I got a couple items. I'm gonna fire off a Eldritch Blast at it.
A classic. Throw me that Eldritch
Classic.
Blast. As you do see it kind of, let's say at the moment it's giving off a little bit of light. Why not? And it's red.
Ooh.
A 14 is going to be a miss.
14. The reroll thing that we had, the heroic inspiration.
You can use that for this, yes.
Okay, so just click it again.
Just click it again.
Let's click it again, guys.
Frickin' do it again.
Roll that one back.
23 will hit it.
Like that.
Woot.
Hope so.
And damage in the chat or from the
Either or should work.
Okay. Chat.
We will find out. You did not add your... It should be +5, so... For 9 points of damage.
Wait, can you push it?
Do you want to push it?
Ooh, I do have that option with that, don't I?
Once per turn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the one you
Or
took.
no, with anytime you hit with it.
So you have 2 Eldritch Blasts
Is
around.
it for both? I thought you can only activate it once per
You might be right.
action.
Either way, do you want to push it?
Sure, I want to push it.
Okay. You push it directly back 10 feet as it kind of skids across the ground.
All right.
And you can shoot again.
Yeah, I'm going to... And just refresh my memory because I've only used it once before and it lasted a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. Hex.
You can bonus that you did because you have it for 8 hours at the moment, so you can bonus action reapply it.
Okay. Has it been 8 hours since I applied it the first time?
Nope.
Or
It's
still the
been
same one?
like an hour and a
Okay.
half,
It's
2
been like-
hours.
Probably 2 hours because
Yeah.
I think we took another.
Got you.
You can
I've not known you people
absolutely
very
hex
long.
it.
And you already had me down here fighting the Terminator. All right, yeah, let me hex it and I will go ahead and
Shoot it again.
Blast.
2 hours and you've now uncovered a plot to kill the president.
Yep. Right. Wow.
So, did you roll damage from the chat or did you roll it from the...
I rolled it from the chat.
So roll it from your character sheet and see if that helps.
Okay, do it.
Yeah.
See if it rolled again.
A 21 will also hit it as it's
All right.
skidding around.
That. That applies
Yeah, it
to
did all the
It
things.
did.
7
It all
plus
went.
6, yeah. It will take 13 points of damage.
Ease.
Anything else for Malcolm?
No, I'm fine where I'm at right now.
All right.
I have options.
Aethel, the dragon, as you're swooping in from above, you're just kind of exiting this tunnel up above, the chute, if you will. Smoke filling everywhere.
Yeah, it ran away from me and then I can hear it getting shot and stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of see it by the side there, just whirring along as it got pressed near the wall.
Double check the range on this, but I'm pretty sure we're good.
But it's like 30 feet down, I think.
Okay, so I'm about 30 feet away from them.
Yeah. Well, you're at the ceiling, which is 30 feet. This thing's like 7-8 feet tall. So you're,
So I'm like 30 plus from them.
yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That doesn't
You can
change.
fly over there, though.
I'm gonna swoop down more.
All right.
And then I'm going to cast Bless
Oh.
at level 2,
Oh.
choosing the 4 of us. I'm going to use my Embodiment of Law to make it a bonus action since it's an enchantment spell.
Absolutely.
So
Roll me a
all
D-
of us have Bless.
Roll me a d20
sorry.
real quick, though.
Hopefully, all of us have Bless.
You'll definitely still cast it.
Something else just might also hit.
Nah, it goes off fine.
And then I'll have Malcolm. You may use your reaction to make a attack. I don't remember if it's just weapon only. If it's only weapon only, then I won't. But I believe
I
you can cast
think
a
it
spell.
might be. Well,
Double check.
spells are now magic actions.
That's true.
I think that's
But,
why
I mean, my thing's not going to say anything about that because that's from.
That's
that,
true.
But, where's voice with Dolby? Here we go. No, it's just a weapon action. Poopy. Okay, then. I guess it's free regardless, but I don't
Right.
think anybody actually has a weapon action.
This
That
thing,
can
this
target
thing
it.
does.
It didn't get targeted by my spell, so I'm not
Oh,
going to have it do things.
next time. Well, it's still a bonus action. You still got an action.
Yes, I still have my action. And I'm just going to. Wish I had a thing, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna have it Toll the Dead.
Okay. Got a nat 20.
Probably good.
Yep.
That's fine. But yeah, so we all have Bless.
Anything else for Aethel?
No, that sounds good.
That'll take us to Louise.
All right.
Sliding down that rope.
I'm just gonna hop down.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, you do that.
I get to use my cape. Haven't used it in a while.
As Louise just hops on down. Well, then you three were the perfect ones to not be down
I
there.
have been up there. Yeah.
As Louise, you
Turns
kind
out.
of hop down the chute, doing a kind of extra little a double jump right before
Yeah,
you
like a
land.
little somersault at the end, and I land with a superhero pose, even though
Yeah.
there's no impact.
The smoke just kind of billows away from you as you land.
I'll cast light on my sword, and I'll just look at the big beast. On guard. Oh my god, what is that thing?
Oh no! Oh God!
Absolutely. As it gets real bright in that corner.
It's so bright.
This magical smoke billowing around.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. It's like you do all that and we can't even see it.
Right.
There's so much smoke. It's like, oh, I
I
think
should have
he's
cast
down
light
there.
on the way down. Damn.
That'll be it for Louise.
There was an action and
Still-
As I look
still
around,
got a bonus.
As I look around, nobody's significantly hurt, right?
taking a little bit.
Tobias is kind of hurt.
Tobias is. Well, I'm bloodied. How about that?
Yeah, ooh, getting those.
Well, my
old school
bonus
rules.
action heal is mass healing word, so you're gonna have to tough it out this round.
There you go.
Hopefully.
All right. I'm gonna say that took a lot of effort to get down the hill. Even
All
if
right.
I'm moving, I'm good.
Yeah, you're kind of freaked out by what's happening here. That'll take us to Dr. Jellybean. Bottom of the turn.
All right. So the entrance to
Is right next to it.
train. Yeah, I'm not going over there. Forget about it. I'm gonna hide. Not hide. I'm just gonna go behind here for now.
There you go. There's your entrance.
Okay.
Approximately there. Got it.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get. gonna be like behind this pillar thing, whatever this is.
I think it's a pillar.
It's a pillar.
Can't do it. All right, I'm gonna be there. And once again, I'm just gonna pop out with my tablet, press a button. You hear a high-pitched noise, and I'm gonna cast magic missile again.
Missiling with the magic.
Yeah.
Maybe click on the name instead of the damage. I don't know if you're what you were clicking last
That's what
time.
I am.
Click on the damage part, then see if it does anything. But the first missile will do 4 points of damage.
4.
Did that do it?
That
one
did it.
Yeah.
Because it gave.
For 9.
And. Hey,
For
pretty good.
14 points of damage. As this thing just starts spinning faster and faster. Use 1, 2. It'll launch a spear at Dr. Jellybean.
No. I ducked back behind the pillar.
I'll give you some cover. You got a 27 to hit, though.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
As you go to get try to get some cover, you take 14 points of piercing damage and are knocked on your ass.
Oh. Okay.
Which
14.
which will then take us to this creature. As it's spinning around, sparks whirring out, a cavity opens up along its wheel side and just spits out junk. I will need everyone to give me a dexterity save besides Louise, as it sprays a cone of junk.
Alright, remember, you guys have blessed, so you have an additional d4,
Dr. Jellybean has made a disadvantage, though, because she is prone.
but with a plus d4.
But with
Wow,
plus
that's,
D4.
Wow.
Oh, I did not have that shit.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Ow.
I
they
had
rolled
rolled
bad.
it rolled above average.
There's a lot of 5s and 6s in there.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I
24.
rolled like an extra set of 6s.
It always rolls it twice if you have advantage clicked.
Oh, sure. Interesting.
And I need a dex
Hey.
save from Aethel, because you are
Yeah,
also in the
okay.
cone.
Normal roll.
As Dr. Jellybean takes 24 points of piercing damage. Everyone else takes 12 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
So I'll
And
need
then
a
I'll roll
concentration.
my
Yep.
Concentration with advantage.
As it spins around, it leaps through the air, landing right in the middle here. Where'd Malcolm's hit points go?
It's the same thing that happened Thursday.
You changed him and then
Changed it from the icon.
you said 12.
Yes. Half of 24.
Ow,
Oh,
that was
actually,
1
that-
point of real damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Ow.
eats up my temp, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
As it kind of slams into the ground there, still whirring and reeling. That will take us to Tobias.
Tobias is going to pop a bonus action and pop a time ghost. And attack with said time ghost.
Alright.
An attack with my ghost.
Actually, its red light would go away.
Wow.
13 is going to be a miss.
Did that include the... Yes, I did.
But 13 is also going to be a miss.
Right.
As you just kind of like, your time ghost is wobbling on this chain here. And it's just like spinning around, just doing like the, you know, like how a wheel like just goes in circle. Like it's doing loops.
Offhand.
26 is going to be a hit. It'll take some of that damage.
And I'm going to unleash Incarnation to do one more attack.
All right. With the Magentan Sun Soul. 14 is also going to be a miss.
Wow.
It's just hard to get a hit in as it's just, again, swords just flying everywhere. Anything else?
No, I look freaking busted up. Can I?
Kind of climbing on top of it, kind of like hanging on to this chain here.
Yeah. So how far away is it from me at this point?
5 feet.
Like
Or 10 feet, you know.
10 feet.
It's the distance it is.
Right. Okay, I'll hold my ground then.
Yep.
Malcolm.
Stay in your ground state.
At the start of your turn, Malcolm. Actually, before start, I need a Constitution save from Malcolm to maintain concentration on Hex.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
And then you take 5 points of damage. And I'll need another concentration check. Constitution
What?
save. Yeah. They're both DC 10 Constitution saves. You can do it.
Yeah, just
So
don't roll that.
Constitution save -5 Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
First
Good.
Constitution save, good. Take 5 damage. Another Constitution save.
Taken.
The bless adds to those two, by the way.
Oh, you roll that D4. Oh, you roll that D4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As Hex is
Nice.
gone,
But bless is still up.
but Bless is
Bless.
still up.
Blessed be.
Malcolm, it is your
Where-
turn. I don't have
Somewhere
a
is
I don't have a
Bless on
I
my
don't have a bless
Gotcha.
thing for you. I forgot to make
Okay.
one for you.
No
I will have it
problem.
done by
That
next
wasn't-
time.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. If not,
If not, then I'll do it next time.
you'll do it the next time.
Yeah,
Next time.
yeah, yeah. That's what I really meant.
If not, I'm gonna be real sad.
As this thing's whirring around,
Deal with
blades
that.
flying, cutting you a little bit. What's Malcolm doing?
Rude. Would it take my well? Shit, I probably don't know, huh? I was gonna say, am I at the controls? And if not, if I don't know, would it take an action to get that information?
I'd say you're at the controls. The shut off. Well, you don't know what the shut off lever is, but
Okay.
there is a big lever in the back side of it.
Oh.
But-
But I moved. So let us try. Well, okay.
Just shoot it and push it.
Well, he's in melee. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Well, he can shoot in melee because I think he's got sharpshooter.
You didn't take-
The spell sniper. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, he took one of them. I
What that
thought.
means, but it
Mhm.
sounds impressive.
You've also got your fancy misty steps.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, what if we do push it so nice. Let's just try something. So I pulled this information off. I don't know if it's updated with Dreadful Step. Did they change anything about how that works, or is it just a creature within 5 feet of the space that I live
Yeah.
or that I appear in? Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy's obviously within 5 feet.
He is.
True story.
All right, let's try that. I'm going to Misty Step, Dreadful Step.
All right. Where are you stepping to?
I am stepping to wherever that.
The streets?
To the
Oh, yeah.
street. Step to the street. Yeah,
Step-
anywhere but
Step
here.
up to.
I'm going to
The
step
streets.
towards wherever the lever is that you.
It would just be kind of
close.
around here.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get very far, but you get there.
I'd get there and.
But with the dreadful step, what does that look like as it's doing stuff?
Just as I disappear, there is kind of a bit of purple
Okay.
that appears where I disappear from.
And go and roll that damage. Dreadful step. You should be in your attacks.
It is in my attacks. That is a thing that is correct.
Well, good. Okay. Fair enough. It doesn't seem to affect it, unfortunately. Psychic damage.
Can't get mind hurt if you have no mind.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
Apparently mind control can work on these things.
They're not the same.
they're different.
That's
Yeah.
Close
racist.
enough.
But that's just your bonus action, Malcolm. You still have your action.
I will attempt to, I guess, engage with this lever.
Okay. You try to pull the lever down. It pulls down as sparks start igniting everywhere. This loud rumbling from the train. Louise, as you're standing on that train, it just begins to shake extremely violently. As you pull that lever down, it just... There's a loud click and a thud as the chain starts to spin around, or attempting to pull this train kind of closer.
Uh-oh.
It's doing something. You can almost imagine there's this warning. Catastrophic failure.
Thank God
Almost
I can
like
only
we did it
imagine
out of order.
Yeah. The code.
Hey, this thing's got to be pretty upset about that, you know?
Yeah, as Dr.
care.
Jellybean, you see Malcolm just yank this lever down. Sparks start flying from the little like kind of furnace, and all of the buttons on this control panel just start sparking, arcing electricity all over the place. Everything is shaking violently in this room.
Uh-oh. You went. I don't think we were supposed to do it like that.
Anything else for Malcolm?
Edit undo.
Control Z.
I think that, yeah, there's Control Z.
Just lift the back up. Whoops.
Hey, I'm learning from you guys.
Do you
just
push
act
the
first,
lever back
ask
up?
questions. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It goes up with like no resistance
nothing
as
changes?
like it just kind of flops back down as you let go of it. Push it back up, it just flops back down.
Malcolm just kind of like leans up against it, just like holds it. It's just like nothing to see here.
Sparks start flying everywhere. The train.
No, it was doing that when we came down here.
Yep.
We found it like this.
Anything else for Malcolm?
Yeah, how far can I get away from this train and just leave everybody?
How hard would it be to just leave?
Yeah, right. It does seem to open a door magically.
Hmm.
What do I have as? I will stay there.
Okay, staying there, just kind of leaning on the lever after you pulled it.
Just holding it.
Put
hoping
it
no one
put it
notices.
back up.
Right.
That'll take us to Aethel. Flying around nearby. Aethel, at the start of your turn. How high up are you?
I probably got down pretty close to the ground.
So you would take 5 points of slashing damage at the start. 4 points of slashing damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. And then I'll roll that. Good
Good.
thing I have advantage.
Yep.
And also bless. Also the advantage this time. Yeah, I maintain concentration. I will. My bonus action will be do the right thing. I don't have a lot left. My bonus action will be healing word on us. Let me find where's the button? There it is.
Is there fire now?
Maybe
Oh,
this one's
man.
better. Eh.
I can only like half see it, but I'm just seeing flames.
I can see it pretty well.
Yep.
Who's
got the
there's
fire?
Who's getting the
All right.
word?
Oh, Tobias.
Okay. Tobias, 11 points of healing.
And
Thank
you
you.
may spend your reaction to make a weapon attack.
Hey! I like this one better.
I'm gonna take it. Good night.
Hey, that's a 3 instead of a 2. We're getting there. We're moving up.
That's going to be a miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but it was free, so who cares?
Yeah.
That was me. I'm just gonna try and bonk it. I don't do a lot, but
Bonk it. Pop it.
pop it,
Whip
twist
it.
pull it.
List it.
Where's my? It was in here earlier. Where the heck did it go?
There's a weapon in here that I don't think I've
There's-
ever used.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 'cause I
2024 is gonna hit it.
Yeah.
take.
It'll take 8 points of damage as you kind of smack into it. Seems to kind of reverberate within.
Just
Anything else for Aethel?
Heal. I could move, but I don't know that it does much. I think I'm just gonna be like, I don't think that solved the problem.
But you don't know.
That'll take us to Louise.
Correct. I do not have enough data.
Louise, you're
How
on top. It is shaking super violently.
All right, I'm gonna do a deck save to see if I'm still. I feel 12. I don't know.
It's on the cusp there.
Okay. I'm gonna just run off of the train and just kind of do a leap down. And is Tobias?
He's kind of
above
like
me?
half leaning on this chain that's wrapped up around this thing. He's kind of above you, but not by like 5 feet up.
All right, so I could get to him like right over here.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna give a cure wounds to my old little buddy here.
All right. As you
You
just
guys are the same height.
touch his foot,
I know, but I'm little and he's little. We're little buddies.
and he's up high,
That logic
Uh,
tracks.
noticing some of his foot fur is still missing from the sunlight.
Oh,
Oh yeah, from the
I,
river.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the plan. Sunlight makes sense. Yep. All right,
Yep.
so 10 healing points to you, and everybody is still up. So I'll do my mana of inspiration again.
Okay. Granting temporary hit points, and everyone can move their full speed.
Oh,
And it does not provoke.
2 temp hit points.
So if you're
Hey,
missing,
that's more
if,
than 0.
if you don't have temp hit points, you get temp hit points.
Hey.
That stuff's free.
I'll watch our rear as I move back 10 feet, and that'll be my turn.
So we can
I
move,
think
right?
That's a
You
wall.
can stand up 15 feet, and you still have 15 feet of movement if you want, Dr. Jellybean.
I wanna. Okay, so just to make sure I understand, this that's on fire is like the control panel, right? Where you type in. the
Yeah, I
numbers.
wish I had like sparks, but I don't have good sparks. Let's see if I got a spark.
I'm going
It's
to.
interactable though. Still, it's not like literally on fire.
The control panel is sparking like crazy.
I'm going to. Gosh.
But we don't know that it's not supposed to do.
Sure.
Could be the way-
Arguably true.
It's not a bug; it's a feature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've never seen it used before.
And by their own admission, they haven't used it before, so
Mm-hmm.
might be some dust in there.
I'm going to go over to the control panel and I'm going to see if there's a way that I can make it like stop sparking and try to type in the numbers 1337.
There is no control panel with numbers on here.
Oh,
It is
I thought
mostly
that's what
mostly gauges. The control panel you're looking for
Oh.
is inside the train.
It's inside the train. Then I don't have to worry about that. I don't know what that is. I don't care about that.
It may or may not be a problem later.
Probably shouldn't be sparking, but okay.
We
I was
don't know
about there.
that.
I'm gonna try to go inside the train.
Okay. Rushing into the train. You will have to take a dash action. And you hop inside. Well, I guess you could have technically moved 15
Yeah,
feet.
Yeah, I could have moved.
And then
From
hopping
the
in,
edge.
into the train car. everything in here is sparking like crazy, shaking.
Oh gosh.
There is a series of control panels. I'll need an investigation check.
Importantly, was it doing that when they were down here talking to Alex?
No.
Oh, well, that's new.
But maybe progress.
With a 24,
That's pretty good.
Really good.
you do recognize the control panel with letters on it, like almost like a keyboard type thing, with these kind of arcane runes all around. And there's the engine to it is open, and you can just see it start to glow brightly.
We got to turn off the engine.
So I will say you figured out where and what. But you are in there.
All right. Shaking violently.
That will take us to initiative 20.
Bum-bum-bum.
As this thing whirring around, I hate to do it, but I think that'll be a good spot to end tonight. As things seem to have escalated over and over, many times
Yeah.
over.
It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be distracted by the sparks, you know.
See, that was a
As-
good thing what you did.
Yeah, last thing I remember, you all said something about we were supposed to be distracting something. You know, Malcolm tuned out. He didn't write it down in his notebook. He forgot.
To be fair, I don't think you got the instructions.
That is
Yeah.
true,
That is true. That is
Mm-mm.
true.
See a
but
lever, you gotta pull it.
you gotta
You
pull
gotta
it.
pull it.
You gotta do
That's-
it.
Not true.
It's the law.
That's definitely not a law.
Nah, it's the law.
Aethel would know. He wrote them.
That's not in the book. That's not in any of the books I've ever read.
But as
Also, well, I'm not.
But
gonna
welcome
say
to the
that.
team.
I
yeah,
was gonna say
Yeah.
Malcolm's got something that, you know, might save him, but
I feel like you'll fit in perfectly here.
yeah.
You immediately just made an insane decision.
In the
Perfect.
hour and a half of game time that I've known you all, I'm just following suit.
It's just like, you know what? Just pull the lever.
Yeah.
That's
Just
it.
do it.
You know what it does? No.
Malcolm's trying to fit in, you
Pull
know.
it.
What would
Oh,
Tobias do?
That's what we all ask. And then some of us go,
Yeah.
okay, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Some
Fucking
of
around
us.
portion.
See, I haven't been with
I-
you all long enough to get that lesson.
we're getting there. We're
We'll
getting
get
there.
We'll get
Usually it takes one time.
I was gonna say something tells me after this I will learn.
Well,
Like
you
it
can learn
seemed,
today.
it probably like had big
Oh,
letters like shut off valve. Yeah, pull here.
Yeah,
Obviously.
perfect. Shut off valve. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know
Yeah.
why they didn't do it when they were down here before
Right?
they woke this guy up, you know?
Those idiots. Come on.
God, they were supposed to be, one of them was supposed to be the smart one. What happened? Surely she wasn't trying to figure anything out.
Yep.
It is really dark down here, though, so maybe they couldn't see.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you came down here, we got a bunch of light down here, and you're like, oh, hey, that says shut off valve.
There
Yeah,
you go.
we
What are
found
you gonna
it.
do? You know?
Makes perfect sense.
Monster, we were distracted.
Yep. But
Did you finish casting Detect Magic?
nope.
Oh,
Nope. Nope. But
I was just curious.
we will
Let the
pick
man
up.
in the stream.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't mind talking. But we will pick up possibly not next week, but the week after. So taking a week break because some shenanigans are going on Halloween, and as I've also got this
someone's
like
out of town.
yeah. So we will be absent next week, folks. But thanks for joining us this evening, and we will see you guys next time for more Magdalena Blues. Good night, everyone.
Twitch.
Toodaloo.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.